we'll talk about what those mean. You see this one's got armor and a sword underneath, military, training horses for military uses. And you see too that this has been taken over by Fendi, and it was abandoned for years and years, just empty. There are big problems with what to do with it. There was even a competition among young Italian architects. It was sort of tongue-in-cheek about what to do with this. And one problem is there's not much space inside, and we have the catalog of this competition, the various ideas. My very favorite one, thank God they didn't do it, because it wouldn't have lasted and it would have been ugly, but I just thought it was so brilliant. Because you can see within these arches, you can see there's not much space in there. The building is kind of it's more of a symbol than a functional building, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. But these young architects proposed that out of every one of these arches, there would be a plastic arch thing that would stick out, and they would stick out different amounts, so it'd be all crazy. They were all going to be different colors, so there would be all this stuff sticking out. And I just thought it was such a creative way to get more space. You go to the bar to buy your
Oh, this is so cool. Fancy pens, cufflinks, pipes, lighters. Oh yeah, some fancy stuff. Cute dog, because we're in Italy and dogs can be anywhere.
Like I said before, like we said before, the idea of cut stone goes way back to ancient Rome. When you go to the Pantheon, we'll go there tomorrow morning, all cut stone on the bottom, fabulous pieces of marble.
We're back at it again, new glass. You've seen some footage from this morning already.
It's kind of hard to cross. The green light's not very long, so you get the green light kind of making all the way.
But we're at Aor, which is basically Italy's version of the World's Fair in the 1940s, and it never happened because of World War II. So we've been seeing a lot of cool stuff today.
It's St. Patty's Day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
I'm wearing green.
Oh, look at that.
So festive.
Green, green, not green. But we're seeing the new conference center today, and it looks super cool in pictures. So we're gonna see what happens. Also, I'm obsessed with this.
You can see how it's constructed. It's got all this metal, curving metal to hold it up, and now it's been encased in kind of a fabric on the outside. You'll see in just a minute. And here are the elevators that go up and down to get you inside the cloud. So come on over here. Fuchsas. We had planned to come out here at night sometime and see it lit up. We're presuming it's lit up at night. But it certainly doesn't look like much happens here. You certainly don't feel very comfortable with all these expensive.
Look at all the reflections over there. And of course, the hotel is
yeah, the hotel is behind here, but you'll see it in a minute.
This has been years and years and years.
Oh, I'm getting a good view. It's happening.
We're going to stagger.
That looks so cool.
Oh
no.
Here we go.
Wow. It's a fascist church, everyone.
The arrival of Hitler. This is where Hitler arrived in Rome from Germany on the train.
And notice though, the clock. That's very typical of fascist clocks.
Oh, the fascists love this kind of clock.
And actually, we came here the first time together.
Easier to read.
Somehow they got several one people this level, like 3 or 4 or 5.
had sandwiches with like tomatoes and cheese and ham and a couple of other stuff in it. It was really good. And then we got a cannoli, fantastic, and popcorn, which Becca so graciously holding for me. You're welcome. So we are heading to Piazza Barberini for the millionth time this week. So we can continue class, and our teachers somehow trust us enough to leave us alone. So in a taxi, we're not going to class. Yes, we're going to class. But right now it's 2:45, and we still have a few hours left, and we've been up for a while. But it's good. We're having a fantastic time. So, yeah. So catch you later. There's our bullet holes. That's crazy.
They saw them coming. They knew where they were going to be about here.
But it was a place where the Nazis usually marched, and it was a narrow street, so it was a chance to trap them. All 16 partisans escaped, although you can see that they tried to machine gun them, the ones that survived. And we're going to see the remains of that aqueduct, and to see some other things as well. But so this is a repurposed building. This was an old apartment building, and they took over the whole thing. Gorgeous roof terrace on the top.
So we're in a department store with a ton of really cool stuff. What you saw before was an aqueduct, actually, and the holograph was projecting onto it. But everything here is super unique, and we cannot afford it. But we might be coming back. We might be coming back and see what we can do. The bunnies. Hi, bunnies. Yes. So that's beautiful.
Along this narrow street, there's
That's Bernini's house.
The Palace of the Propagation of the Faith by Borromini, for people who grew up. And you'll see it's got that.
And then this church is by Borromini, but has Bernini sculptures in it. That's what we saw from the view just a few seconds ago in the video. So the same guy that did the Cloud, the really cool conference center, also did that. And apparently it lights up at night. As Becca said, a fascist piazza, not complete without the Fiat 500.
Rome, exactly. Rome with Romulus and Remus, and then the she-wolf below.
That's actually the Tiber.
Oh, sorry, it's the River
The
Tiber.
Tiber and the Aurora at the top.
And you know that because it says Tiberias below. Is that how you knew that? If only I could read, we'd be all set.
Now we're heading into the Ara Pacis, whatever, but it's the altar of peace. We saw it in Caput Mundi months before, but we get to see it again.
Which is most close. So you can see how close.
Questa è la genealogia di
Just finished class. We walked from the...
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out because a rugby game just got out.
Scotland won.
So there's a lot of people in kilts.
Scotland. A lot of Scottish people.
So now we're gonna get on the metro to go back. We're probably gonna try to cook dinner. We have some assignments to do, but they seem pretty interesting. So we're not mad about it. But it's St. Patty's Day, and we're gonna do some homework. Woo! And look who's back. It's Madison. She's back.
I want French fries. So that's happening. We have French fries. Unless someone threw them out, we have a huge thing of French fries in the freezer. And I can definitely take some of them. Definitely can take some.
Anyway, we're trying to find out what we want to eat for dinner. See the eagle.
So we have a beautiful fresh creek here. In case it's not a fresh
It's
creek,
raining.
the garage is here.
So as you can see, the floor is soaked from the rain, and they have these dividers set up so no one will slip. Like, is that a lamb? Very cute. Oh.
Called San Ivo della Sapienza. Sapienza. Anybody know what that might? Sapienza. It means learning or knowledge. And the university here is called La Sapienza. That's the name of the university. And this was the original site of the university. And the name, San Eustachio, named for a saint. Saint Eustachio is a northern saint who was in the woods. He was a hunter. He was a knight, I think. He looked up and he had a vision of a stag with the crucifix between its antlers. So you see it right there. But this is named for the church of San Eustachio. You see it right there. There's a stag on top of the church with the cross between them. So that's the church of San Eustachio, Cafe San Eustachio. This is a piece of stone. Talk about, you gotta be careful. And from the Baths of Agrippa. And one of our landlords was a lawyer for the Senate. This is architectural stuff. But of course, the stag is San Eustachio, and the book doesn't look at the he didn't want to paint it since he's not a he's a sculptor. And
He hates decoration in his churches. Actual fact reminds him.
So we are getting pizza, and we just had rice balls, and it was super good. I don't know what that is. I know, I'm obsessed. Okay, quickly everyone, we're trying to do a scavenger hunt, so
Very stressful, but it is so much fun.
we don't have much time to discuss, because once we get to this other side, we gotta get to taking our photograph so we can win 10 euro to get ice cream. Peace, people. We'll catch you when we win, hopefully. Well, probably not, but we'll try. No, friends, you're just resting. You didn't have to pay 5 euros to get up here. Currently vlogging. This is the vlog.
Here, get screen time, Liz. Get screen time.
Okay, guys, here. Monument. Whoa, we climbed it. We're feeling pretty proud because we know where things are now. Like, you can see the Roman Forum, the Palatine. There's the Capitoline Hill at the bottom, the yellow buildings. You got the Square Colosseum here in the back. All the way in the back. That's Aor. Here's the Colosseum. There's St. Peter's. Via del Corso. Oh, the Pantheon. Building's growing on me.
I like it from the top better than the bottom.
Yeah. It's a big white building that is often referred to as the wedding cake. And just one more time, I'd like to point out my temple.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to Temple of Castor and Pollux, you rock.